today? If I watch through your stream, does that make it a Nintendo Indirect? I suppose it does. Hello, D-Bomb. Hello, Jeebs. Thank you for continuing to subscribe. Hello, Wario. You're sleepy? Yeah, I feel that. Because, you know, my sleep schedule usually has me wake up later than this. Are they just, like, showing off, like, random things right now? Is to, like, keep you waiting? Imagine having a sleep schedule. I used to be like that. Then I had responsibilities. But yeah, I got a nice double wake up anyway. Like, one was, the package that I was expecting. I mentioned that on Discord the other day. So I ended up, like, setting my alarm for 8 and then just going downstairs and sleeping there for a bit so I would be able to hear. And I'd like given instructions where it's like, yeah, please ring the doorbell in case I'm upstairs. And instead, I guess they didn't read that, because just all of a sudden I get woken up by just like on the back door. And I'm like, fuck. And you know, after that, I get set up for stream. And then, you know, as I'm just like waiting to go live, I got like the big fucking notification jingle that scared the crap out of me. So, I'm definitely awake now. What are y'all expecting? I never know what to expect with Nintendo. Presumably they'll be like, go buy like our ship that's coming out real soon. They gotta fucking show Fire Emblem. I don't think we've heard anything since the reveal. So presumably they're gonna tell us something. Move myself out a bit, very close to the edge. I hope for everything and expect less than nothing as usual. Thomas the Tank Engine DLC. What do you think they'll add? I think Sega will come in with another reveal, and then they'll immediately like shoot themselves in the foot by being like, oh, by the way, we used AI. They've given 3 different explanations for the Crazy Taxi AI thing. Which, you know, that really just does not engender any sort of trust. Like, if you'd opened with, oh yeah, we used it to generate references and then hand drew everything anyway, like, you might have gotten a few people to buy that. But as it is, no. Also, the game just doesn't really look that great. Like, I saw some actual gameplay footage, and the car just, like, stops on a dime. You know, much like a car doesn't. Ocarina of Time remake has been rumored like crazy. Also seen an Echoes of Wisdom like Ganondorf game and Wario Land rumored. Like, another, like straight-up Ocarina remake, what would really be the point of that? Like, if it's just like, oh, you know, we were doing a remaster using the 3DS version as a base, I could see that, but, like... Then again, they did just fucking go like, hey, here's Star Fox 64 for the 5th time, so... Hey, wowie zowie! Going fucking insane if a new Wario Land announced. Oh, I didn't know you were into Wario. You can get your Mario on Switch too. If they give a Fire Emblem release date, then I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I guess I know when I have to buy a Switch 2 now. Which, you know, is still not something I'm particularly, like, excited about doing. It's more like, yeah, I guess I gotta do this now, like, there's enough games. But I'm not excited in the sense of like, ooh, a new thing to play with, a new, like, bigger graphic. Gonna announce a new Paper Mario game, it'll be an actual paper form, no digital release. So like Nintendo Labo, or? I don't know why my neck was like all like, Going back to the game card company roots. Well, they're already doing game cards. Wah-hey! Ba-doon-doon-doon-doon-doon-doon. Oh no! We are babies! I want to see Nintendo revisit all of their, like, early stuff. Like, you know, the taxis and the love hotels. I guess part of why I'm not really excited at the prospect of buying a Switch 2 is also just like, I have a Steam Deck, so it's not even like, oh, I can get excited for like tons of re-releases to play on the go, because a lot of the time I can already play those games on the go now. God, I don't get Kirby Air Ride. I do not understand. Oh, hey, it's that game I played once. Yeah, I have plenty of backlog too. It's just, you know, I'm a real mark for Fire Emblem, especially when it looks like the Kusakihara team. And, you know, Bonanza looks really good. Star Fox, despite the idiocy of it's the same fucking story again, looks good. And then just, you know, there's like other games where I'm just like, oh yeah, that would be pretty cool to pick up if I had the console it was on, so. I should start playing this music whenever two Miis become friends. What the fuck? I haven't had that scene happen yet. Wowie zowie! Go fuck yourself! Oh, why is it looping? That was weird. Oh, it was like shuffling, but like the shuffle order was just a normal order. What the fuck? Okay, let's enable this stuff. Let me know if the volume's alright, as usual. Oh my god, they got seconds in this? This is fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking wild over here. For some reason, the angle of the camera is weird today. Or maybe my ankle's weird. Maybe I'm weird. Can't believe time is now Switch 2 exclusive. You just get frozen until you agree to buy one. Hello everyone, I'm here to announce the F-Zero collectible card game.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Please, take a look at this.
Hello. Beep.
Beep.
My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep.
Why did you say lol instead of lil?
I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game. Beep.
Beep. This is definitely something I want to get. Obviously don't need to get a Switch 2 for it, but... Rhythm Heaven is just really cool.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Playing this game.
Oh, there was like a different composer for a while.
Just get into the
I'm not like
groove and press the
hugely
correct
up
button.
on the series.
That's all
I
there
just
is to
know
it.
that
But
these are
it's
fucking
not
cool
always
games.
the
So.
same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm.
And don't forget to turn off all the
2, 3,
stupid
4
bullshit
now.
that your TV has enabled by
2,
default.
3 now. 2 now. 2, 3 now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included.
For the mix sub-series, don't like any of the music.
As you
I
play
see.
through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders.
Or doing an RPG mode.
Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician,
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with B.A. B.A.
Bonky
Healing
Ang.
spell with B down A. B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales.
No,
to
my
victory.
armor! My
Time for
space
the
armor!
Rhythm Quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Or else.
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah.
Ninja mode!
We're under attack. Beep.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock. Beep.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play. Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd.
I like that they synced
Orders are available
the
now
voiceover
on
to the
Nintendo
music
eShop.
too. Why am I going neck again?
That was
Why
Rhythm
does that
Heaven
keep
Groove
happening? I'm
for
not
Nintendo
doing
Switch.
that.
You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait just a little longer for its
Like,
release.
I can't at all, like, move like
From
this,
here,
because then they'll immediately be like, oh, your neck is all weird.
including some games
Let me
that will
track
also
that.
be available on Nintendo Switch. Let's begin with some headlines.
It's kind of interesting how they're trying to, how they're like, yeah, these games are also on Switch 1, but we don't want to say that too loud, otherwise people will be like, oh, I don't need a Switch 2. Not that Nintendo seems to have any trouble selling the Switch 2 despite everything.
Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure. Parry. Deflect. And the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these techniques to strike
And
down the
sound.
enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle. You can even use Joy-Con 2
So much to
motion
say,
controls
we've, you
to
know, seen plenty of this
efficiently
game
slay Genma.
across many
As
events.
fates intertwine, will you
cool.
cut down those that stand in your way?
Sonimusha, it's cool.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Your unwritten epic begins.
Well, someone should fucking write it down then!
Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen, is heading to Nintendo Switch 2.
This is the Capcom Power Hour right now.
A hero burdened with
Next
the
you're gonna
fate
be
of
like,
slaying the dragon
we're doing a
who is taking your
remake
heart.
of the RE1 GBC port that never came out.
Version of Dragon's Dogma 2. Explore the new land of Norgan. Seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills.
Oh
With
my
these
god.
items at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player
Mega Man
action
Legends
RPG
Legacy
adventure.
Collection, it's never gonna happen.
Fighters
They're not
specializing
gonna
in
do it.
close-range combat, to a mage skilled in spell casting. Choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions.
Soul
who act
Exposure
on
to
their
Dragon's
own.
Dogma is the shitty
When
Netflix
taking on
anime.
massive monsters,
I haven't seen it,
you
but I
can
immediately
find them
believe
to
that it's
strike
shitty
their
because
weak
Netflix
points. Fighting
anime.
alongside your pawns is key to victory.
If that moron Avi Shankar to
Between
do this one
dark
too.
and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th.
Remember to play only the first 10 to 20 hours of Dragon's Dogma games. Oh no.
Earth has
What did
been
they do?
driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Nativa. Now, join Eve on her mission to save humanity and reclaim
Oh, that
the
looks a
planet.
little rough. That's a little rough,
Engage in
Nintendo.
high-speed combat that focuses on timing. Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then
I guess that looks fine during
strategically
gameplay. It
deploy
was
them
just
to
like
fit
that
the
cutscene
situation.
looked really odd.
Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2. this year.
Stetter Blade.
Blast off in the 2-player co-op adventure Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy.
Is it
There are
me
many
or is like
interstellar areas to explore.
this kind of like retro anime like style suddenly like a thing? Like, I feel like we've seen a bunch of games that do this kind of thing.
Escape from incoming enemies and more.
We're just
Brave
never
the
gonna
dangers
escape the
ahead
80s.
In your voyage through the stars. 2 players can also work together locally or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
Like I feel like we've
eShop.
had like 3 80s
Journey
revivals
through the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining
in the
of
last
Rayman
20 years.
Legends. When a shadowy villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends to leap.
People are being so
fly,
fucking
and
stupid
hunt their
about
way
this.
through charming and colorful worlds. Ride dragons across realms.
Like, oh no, they changed
Dive
Matilla's
into
design.
4 new musical
Really?
stages,
They changed
and
something for
enjoy
no
more
reason in
content.
Rayman?
Up to 4
Really?
players can go out on a limb
You're
and
fucking
vocal
telling me they did that in the
You
Rayman
can also play
franchise?
a revamped version of Kung Fu using GameShare
And
locally
also,
or online.
when they first came out with that Batilla design, everyone was complaining about it. So I don't know.
October 1st.
Just give it a minute, and then you can complain about the
It's a
next
great
design.
day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world, brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as
Man,
you
the new
work
Journey
together to
game looks a
find your
little
way
different.
around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch
I hate peace.
and figure out new methods of communicating if you're
Slop.
in a pickle.
I'm banning the word slop. We've all lost the privilege of the word slop
A
collectively.
little unconventional. And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset.
Like I would have thought that the word would have died out once we got the post of just like, this is just quality slop. You only like it because it's good.
The usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends.
But
using
you know,
crossword
I'm as
puzzles.
always, I'm expecting too much of the internet when it
After
comes to
all,
like any sort of
spending quality
self-awareness.
time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Big cat
is
means
for
big walk.
Season the seas.
I'm gonna put. There's already plenty of salt in there. What do you mean? Oh, it's Pixel
Your
Sanji.
very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat crew. Cook up
We've added the
recipes
One
with
Piece
Sanji.
crew to Habbo Hotel.
Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking. Then serve
Are you gonna
your
free
customers
plushie at
as
this
you
restaurant?
Run the restaurant. By searching for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings. Use devil fruit abilities to prepare
is this lame-ass
piping hot
music?
steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make
Like, come
all
on, if you're gonna
sorts
do a
of
One Piece
delicious
game, you could at
dishes.
least have the music be
Spend
appropriately
in-game
good.
money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet, sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
Yeah, I'm not like completely sure what the pacing of the game was going to be. Cause like it sounds kind of casual, but then the like perspective and stuff reminded me of like something like Theme Hospital, which is tremendously stressful. So you look like this, you do.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia.
Too much
Even
water.
beneath the sea. Explore
Just
the
preempting
world
that
on the ocean
joke.
floor with a free update. By using the new
How about a
Move
free
Dive,
update
you
for
can enjoy
Tomodachi,
life
please?
with Pokemon living under the sea. Plant grass. Build structures. And expand your towns underwater. This
Plant
free
grass under
update
the
is
sea.
scheduled
That's
to
what the
release in
first Freddy
August
Fish game was about.
2026. And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand
I don't know if there were enough
new
P's in that
town, Bubbly
sentence.
Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new
Wow.
outfits, and new friends.
Wow.
The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Part 1 of the paid DLC,
Pokemon
Bubbly Basin,
Pokopia
launches this
Expansion Pass
August.
paid PLC.
Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
Available POW. We're still under the sea. We haven't been able to get out.
We hope you're looking forward to more content for Pokemon.
I'm not sure what that was
Pokopia
supposed to be a
via free
teaser
update
for
and
just
free
now.
DLC. next.
Like that had the
Please take a look
cadence
at
of
this.
something that'll make people go like, "Oh my God, it's that guy!" And then I didn't know what it was. Oh, here we go.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods.
The gods.
Capital, Daxian, place host to the heroic games, the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate.
Finally, some good fucking food.
The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father.
Can we chill a little with the
Dietrich,
music?
a swordsman,
Like I feel like
ever
we've
on the
been
hunt
hammering
for a
the epic
stronger foe.
choir button for like
Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill
5
the
games or
long-held
something at
dream of her
least.
homeland. And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge.
and Lita,
Guide
the one
whichever
who will
character
have
you choose
all
to
of the
victory
fan art.
as they weave their own unique tale.
Passed to me, blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your technique
Epic
at
free
the
time.
training grounds.
Which is
Figuring it out. Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience.
she got totally blue balled by the music.
How you spend your free time is up to you.
They were building up. Together we were at, and then it was just like ha ooh ee ha ooh ooh ha ooh ee. I don't know, maybe that was an edit.
And your unit's strengths on the battlefield.
The more games to do, they're swelling with string
Plus,
instruments.
each of the 4 main characters comes with their
Together
own
we
special
dismount. Oh my
techniques.
god.
By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the
Underrated dismount mechanic.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the
Oh, big
promised one,
boys.
who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest.
That voice doesn't feel like it should be coming out of Older Sothis. There we go. That's it. That's the date I have to have a Switch to.
Fortune's Wheel.
September 17.
Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagdom Collection, that launches the same day. Please look forward to it. Let's continue with some more headlines.
That wasn't a headline. That was a
To
page
the
10
next
feature.
level of ninja battles.
Like, it's kind of odd the way that they use headlines because it makes it like headlines should be like, you know, like, oh, the important shit, right? But then instead it's just like, let us remind you of this random game.
After
We have nothing new to announce, we're just reminding you.
Seal, you're stranded on an
Or maybe it is a new
planet.
reveal, but it's just like some casual
Dangers
stuff.
lurking here to safely
So
return
no
to
one
Earth
really
in
is
this
like, oh my
open
god,
world
this thing.
action adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get
Ninja
back
Gum? You got your One Piece in my
home. You can also blow
Naruto!
a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies.
What are we
blocking
gonna
the path
do,
with
Bankai
weapons crafted
next?
From Ninja Gum. You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks. Additionally,
That's
up to
the proper
4 ninja
both
can
rubbering
team
now.
up in
Yeah,
local
that's
or
what you
online
get
multiplayer
when
to
the
cheat
Japanese
through
word is
tough
just
battles.
Gomu.
The first part of Ninjala 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring.
Wow.
The DK Challenge barrels in.
Can you take the DK challenge?
Coming to Nintendo
Soon.
Switch Online on Nintendo Switch
200
2,
dead
the
from
limited
DK
time
Challenge.
DK Challenge event. Take on
The
challenges
viral
across
DK
many
challenge is
Donkey Kong
causing
games
children
available
to
with Nintendo Classics.
careen to
By
their
completing
deaths
them,
in mine
you can
carts
earn
and
enjoy
attempt to
collectible digital
ride
challenge
rhinos,
cards.
leading to many
And if you have
fatalities.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners. Or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges.
So this is just like across all the Donkey Kong games that they have on Switch too.
The Nintendo Switch online app on the home
That's
menu of
pretty
the Nintendo
interesting. That's a
Switch
fun
2.
idea.
You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges.
That's pretty
starting
fun. I like
later
that.
today.
Like that's really taking
Plus,
advantage
the
of
Donkey
like
Kong
them
Bonanza,
re-releasing their
DK
shit all the
Island and
time.
Emerald Rush paid DLC. A limited time collaboration with Super Mario Brothers is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins, super mushrooms, question blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning
Plus, like,
later
because
today.
most of those games are like part of Switch Online or the expansion pack thereof,
Creators of Vampire Survivors.
then what?
The latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen
Oh, God.
Rumble Survivathon. Casts a
Anyway, because
spell
most of those
onto
games are like
Nintendo
part of a
Switch
subscription,
2.
and it's like
Up to
you
8
don't have to
players
feel like you have to
can
make all these
online
individual
top spot in
purchases
this
that you don't know if you'll
Survivors
like. It's
At
just
the
like, you know,
start
if you have the
don't
pass,
battle directly.
or, you know, you have Switch
Instead,
Online and or the
take down enemies on your own map to
and
earn
maybe the
points.
pass. You can't
Each
or the
time
pass.
you earn 100 points.
Then it might be like, oh, I haven't really checked out Donkey Kong games before, but now I should. And then you'll be like, oh shit, these are good games.
Final battle
There you
between
go.
the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor? More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked just by playing. Battle online with players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents.
So did Nobara turn out to be alive at the end, or?
Rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Are you up for the challenge?
I mean, I
in
don't
these
care about
games?
spoilers.
Brutal, unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity.
Can't believe you gotta defy the gods in a video game.
Devastating sorceries.
It really shows up
and
last minute to
lethal
do one
ranged
thing.
attacks. Test your mettle against towering
You can't make this
abominations
shit up.
on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall. Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P. In a city under siege, you must fight
The Lies of
rampaging
P are
mechanical
actually
puppets
the dude who
and
made
seek
WebP
the
trying
cause
to
of this
explain why
upheaval
it's good,
while
actually.
confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using
You're
customizable
Gege
weapons
Akutami
and
sheep?
prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you tell will alter your fate.
Yeah, I mean, your nose is gonna get bigger. And then people will be like, oh, look at this guy with his big fucking nose.
To the main game launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
I love the timing of the bot being like, also buy Catgirl Adapter album.
Is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle
And
styles,
Kermit.
as you fight off hordes of demons and epic bosses.
As you
Pull off
fight
stylish
Jeff
attacks,
Keighley.
dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus,
I
additional
would like to
content
hear
such
from
as battle
people
tracks,
who are
character
excited by
colors,
ports like
and
this, because
Devil Breaker
at this
weapons
point
from
I'm kind of
Nero
just
are
like,
included.
I mean, I have this game. I've had it for many years.
Launches on Nintendo Switch
I'm not like,
June 23rd.
oh my god,
Pre-orders begin
it's on
later
Switch
today
now?
on Nintendo eShop.
But you know, that's me.
Enter a mystical era, deep in Japan's past.
Oh, right, this.
6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke.
I still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
Show that we farmers have spirit by intimidating politicians.
What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades? Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles
About
games
time.
are incoming. All 3 games run at 60 frames per second.
This should really be a
with
free
4K
upgrade.
Resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode. In-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate.
That is important to say because that is not a given.
But you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game.
Literally the only reason Switch 2 needs to
Control
exist.
Blade to fight mercenary squad
I'm not
battles
sure
in
if
the
I would
second.
go that far, but when it was like, oh, Switch 2 is
Put
gonna
your
run
strength
Switch
to
1
the
games
test
better
against waves
sometimes,
of
immediately
enemies
it's just
in
like,
the third.
fucking Xenoblade. Those games are desperate. They are dying of thirst for a thing that can actually run them.
Revealed at a later date.
New equipment designs for Pyra and Mithra. They know what's up.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition,
Okay, it's an
Nintendo
upgrade
Switch
pack.
2 edition, and the upgrade pack will be available.
How much
later
is the
today.
upgrade?
The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
Also, like, can you get the upgrade pack for a physical copy of the Switch 1
New
version?
features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out. And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
What?
アニマは世界の源であった。水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべてが大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった。そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振
It'd
る
be
う
really funny if this one runs bad again. And then they have to make Switch 3 to make it run good.
精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。
Oh, this seems like a good guy. He's a good guy character, right?
そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください。
She went to the 3 houses.
今日の訓練は実践を想定して
This is actually 3 houses.
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
I know that it has a very cadence of like a guy who's only seen one movie, but
奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実。
like having the magical school setting and then also like the just the modern trailer thing of opening with shots of character just walking through environment really just made it seem like, ah, it's like when 3 houses got revealed.
生と死も全てはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ、始まるわよ。
It seems like we're kind of pulling back
兄上。
because like the first 3 games were like everything is getting things start fucked and get progressively more fucked, and then I guess you couldn't fuck it any harder, so you have to pull back for a bit and tell a new story about how things have been fucked. big. Come on, 4. Say 4. Ah, come on! Don't cop out with a subtitle! So wait, is this like a prequel then, or... If you call it Genesis, I'm gonna think it's a prequel.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told? Please look forward to future updates. Next, please take a look at this.
Welcome to Woohoo Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
That does not roll off the tongue.
Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets.
It's the new world. That would make sense.
Or even handles.
But like, you know, that's the thing with Xenoblade, right? They're never gonna like be what you immediately think it is. They're good at being like, oh, you were completely off with your first impression.
Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table tennis.
Like, I don't know. Did anyone actually guess what was really going on in Xenoblade 3?
Different types of shots in tennis. Bump, set, and spike in volleyball. Roll the ball straight or give it a spin to strike big in bowling. Dribble.
Nintendo has to let the one dev who's still super into motion controls out of the basement. I think they just sometimes remember that the Wii Sports games made all the money that existed. You didn't think to guess? I think that proves my point, because you, Wooly, are usually like immediately like, oh, I figured it out.
In skateboarding. Steer with handles and coast along the waves.
Like remember when you were watching Heavenly Delusion and you immediately caught on to what was happening, and I was just like, oh no, I must be stupid, because like everyone was like, oh, that was really obvious, and I was like, I don't have any fucking clue.
You can create and play as a sportsmate or Mii character.
I should start reading the manga of that to see what happens next, but like, I'm scared.
Enjoy playing all kinds of
wrestling
on Nintendo Switch.
I can't do that. I haven't slept enough to do that voice.
Launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, October 22nd.
Well, now we gotta get it.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Better bring back the play minigame. Then how can they sell you a Pilot Wings remake?
3 seconds, and you'll win.
Nintendo Switch 2 Sports Resort.
Break free. And if you keep your thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger.
Oh, you can turn into Dan from Game Grumps.
You'll need this to claim victory.
Oh my god.
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match. The thumb moves, just like this.
We're getting all bishy-boshy special up in here now.
Here we go. Let's have a good match.
It's Koizumi versus his hand.
Right away.
You look like this? I don't think you look like that. I think I would have noticed if you looked like that.
Try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh, go, go, go. Hold it.
Man, having to voice over someone's game noises is
You
like...
have to keep them pinned.
Ah, jeez.
No, wait. Whew.
And a kick out at 1!
I was worried for a second there. Okay, thumb started to sparkle, and the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's okay. Everything is fine.
So this is why it's 50 minutes. Couldn't you have saved this for the treehouse?
Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now let's
Couldn't you
try-
have saved this for treehouse?
Oh, I got deflected. Ah, wait.
Ah, you're not very good at this, are you?
Ah. I lost. Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
Oh, I need it now!
Let's move on to more headlines.
Survive a land ruled by dragons.
Fucking dragons!
The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient.
Now, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I will not accept a RuneScape that doesn't look like Alone in the Dark 1.
Explore a land infused with magic and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall, amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition,
like it needs to look exactly how it did when I was in middle school and people just started like loading it up in the browser during IT class. Should make the first HD 3D game. What the fuck does that mean, Wooly?
Face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds, unveil lost secrets, and challenge.
What is it that the new RPG Maker calls it?
Dragon Wilds.
Because I remember reading that they called it something else. I guess HD 2D might be like a trademark name. And then it was like, oh, this name is way better. Oh, they just called it Perspective 2D.
And play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Party Land.
Which is, you know, maybe not super indicative, but it is like true. HD 2D tricks with slow poly 3D. Yes, bring back, just make every game look like Mega Man Legends. But don't ever play like Mega Man Legends, please.
You can choose from 16 partner characters, collect stickers, and so much more. Hello Kitty Party Land launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 29th.
So let's get down there and finish the job.
Special guest, Bucky O'Hare.
Blast off for adventure across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
Well done, Fox.
A battle for the fate of the galaxy begins.
When I played RuneScape, I always made my friends make a bunch of bonfires in the castle attic before I logged on, so they had to demon summon me.
Includes a tutorial, and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
I can't with Mega Man Legends controls.
Hope resonates within the crystals.
And or maybe the missions are just annoying, but it's hard to tell. Like if they were easier to play, it probably wouldn't be a problem, but frame rate good.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance.
Is this a new announcement?
This is Lapis, a vast world that has prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of annihilation.
It's not really screaming Final Fantasy.
A Knight of Grandshelt must
okay, there's a chocobo. Now we know it's Final Fantasy.
To stop the Veritas.
I don't know, maybe just because Square has done so many of these now that it's just like, yep, this sure does look like
Final Fantasy heroes from other worlds.
What?
To take down monsters.
What the fuck?
You uncover the truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the crystals.
It just plays a fucking snippet of Remake and then
Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd. A weird, whimsical world is waiting.
Like that just makes it seem cheap AF. Like I would at least expect like a cool sprite of Cloud to come out. Instead of just like you're in Remake for 2 seconds. Oh, you're back.
Other than a shadowy
like what the fuck is that?
Meet a cavalcade of curious
PS1 movie game. Ah, Jesus.
And
Sega CD or bust. How would that laser not get fucking like triggered by the box?
To squeeze the locals for all they're worth. time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising
I'm
abilities
hoping
to
that
help
they just
solve
don't
Piku's
have like the
problems
real
in
animation
surprising
ready
and
yet, so they put that in as like a
ways.
demonstration of
Being battled
like,
by these
oh shit
affable
guys, it's
citizens,
Cloud or
embrace
something.
these strange
But
encounters,
I don't know,
and
who
bring
knows.
about an ultimate understanding.
Also,
and in this sequel, navigate and
I guess it's
explore
just
in full
World of
3D
Final
as you
Fantasy,
discover
but
the secrets
HD
of this
2D?
vivid, colorful world.
Kind of.
Get ready to wander.
I don't know, I guess there's a lot of
solve,
permutations you
and
could
gossip
do with
in Piku Niku 2,
Um,
launching on Nintendo Switch 2
summon
next year.
characters from other games. Yeah, like maybe it's just a bad trailer, but like if that's what it looks like in game, I do not
New
give a shit.
monster-filled adventure.
So this is this like a new Monsters game then, I presume?
Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood.
Oh, it's like Bianca and Flora.
There, they gain the power to turn monsters into friends.
Do fins? I didn't know about
Spot
this.
a monster you fancy? Scout it.
Looks like it still plays the same as on Game Boy, which is wacky.
Win it
Someone was
over,
posting the
and it's
oomfies.
your
They
fight by your
are
side.
very oomph, yes.
And that's not all. Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes with a team that's uniquely your own. Adventure is calling, and it's monstrously fun. Dragon Quest Monsters, the Withered World.
I'd like to see more of this because I. Of course she's here too. Yeah, I want to see more of how the gameplay is, like just on a moment-to-moment basis, because like I completely like get why people like the Monsters games. I didn't really enjoy playing Monsters 2 on Game Boy because it was just kind of too dumbed down.
We are monsters.
So like I would want to see if this looks engaging to me personally.
You're finally here. Worthy spirit.
Well, it's not that I didn't enjoy it at all, it's just that I got my fill of it pretty quickly. And also, like, I already owned the game, you didn't need to recommend it, that wouldn't have made a difference. The Blood Monsters. Yes? Okay. We really needed to just, like, let it sink in that there was going to be a closed network test.
Upcoming treasure hunting game.
Hello everyone, I'm still here. Don't worry.
Everyone, here is some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place. The hideout ship
Okay,
out on the
I
water.
didn't get Splatoon 3 because when I got Splatoon 2, it was like, yeah, it's Splatoon, but on a thing people actually own. But the vibes are a little less good.
The mechanic.
But based on 1 and 2, like I didn't care about single player
For treasure across
at all.
these landmasses, the Spiralite
And then 3 was like big on like stuff like that. And then now you got this whole single player focused game, and I'm just like, did they get like way better with it, or do I just not get it?
But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately. The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone. That's where this comes in, the Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height.
That's kind of
Even
cool.
gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this. You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices
Gadgets,
through
gadgets, gadget them all.
Another
Gotta
that spins
gadget
ink
all.
around you, and more. And the best part, you can use them together.
Fratun.
It'd be nice if that made things easier, though. So to recap, do not underestimate the Salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks. But the Salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle.
I was kind of most interested in single player before Splatoon 1 came out. Like it looked better from trailers, or is that what you're saying?
And in the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here.
Like if we can just we just make current Splatoon game look like previous Splatoon games, that'd be cool. Like if I could just like have a newer Splatoon game just use the music from 1 and like not have some of the shitty fucking stages from 2.
We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con
We were in a
2
drought of
controllers
Cookie 3D
inspired
gimmick
by Deep
platforms
Cut.
at the time.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's see some more headlines.
Headlines! Oh my god, Plant. Oh my god. It's him. I've still only played Chapter 1 of Deltarune, so I have that stock explosion graphic. So I have very little context for anything. Alright, so it's a new chapter.
Awaken your power.
What's this game again? You can't get rid of it.
Heed me, O kingless. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided
What if
by the
world
will
was
of the
fixable?
people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for
So
the throne
Noth
put
pointed
their
this out
plans
before.
into action.
Why did they
As
not
one of
call it the
crown's
Royal
candidates,
Rumble?
You'll travel across the kingdom.
Oh, I got like no
forming
snoozes
bonds with
again.
Compelling characters
Is,
along the way.
is Eve in the shadows hitting snooze over and over, or is there just something glitched the fuck out?
There are monsters roaming this world, as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control
Well,
your
whatever the
destiny
case, I hope
and
nothing
change the
interesting
world
happens in 30 seconds.
ReFantasio, launching on the Nintendo
Or whenever
Switch
the
2
ad actually
system
comes up, because that's
November
always
12th.
desync.
Create, explore, survive. A dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft is on the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support
Hey, did you know
for 5D
Microsoft is
visuals.
complicit in war crimes?
And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be
Whee!
carried over. So you
Is
can
that game
pick up
Hytale any
right where you
good?
left off. What will
Because
you
that just looks like
create
Minecraft,
next?
but better.
Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
Oh. We had a glimpse of FF14 there. For like half a second. Oh. I was like, we're getting some fucking sweet 90s disco music, and then it was just regular disco music. Half this direct has just been ports. Yeah, but the new announcements are pretty good though. Look, we're not in a Wii U situation. We're just like this game that's been out for years, but now it's on Wii U and has some stupid bullshit grafted onto it. Bear! Ooh, that was the cocaine bear. So crazy that they actually managed to do this. The fact that they're like giving more extended like looks at all of these, except like there's just like 1 second of FF14, almost makes it feel like, yes, it is coming. We are acknowledging it. We just don't have anything to show. Didn't have Xenoblade 2 running good, instant win. Yeah. Kind of fucked up that we're like, yes! Your product finally runs! Do you know the real cocaine bear is in my state? Is he still alive? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. It's a proper thing. Oh man, that frame rate is...
The battle of light and darkness approaches. Filled with memorable adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Traverse
oh, so like he didn't even like go crazy, he just died immediately?
All sorts of magical allies. And battle
stuff with cocaine.
RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness.
They're not actually that hard to understand properly.
You can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2
They're just
games.
kind of silly.
These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th. A bundle with all 3 compilations, Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3, also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Wee! Oh my god. Where's your face? Are we getting actual like actual new footage? Logo pending. We haven't had time to make a logo. We've been stuck on fucking FF7 Revelation. Showing a lot of human characters up front instead of being all like, nope, it's just Disney. Man, Square is just fucking feeding Nintendo. They have just been like really liking the Nintendo these past years. That's what Build was? No, that's what Duke Nukem 3D runs on. There it is. Here's the logo. Available at launch, whenever the fuck that is.
Next is our last announcement. Please take a look.
Another Star Fox remake.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule.
Alright, I guess we're doing this.
Of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest.
The asshole forest.
Within it, an ancient
oh my god, the like
tree
tease of Saria
watched over
song.
The inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri.
I imagine every single other reactor is screaming right now.
Lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
Just absolutely like pissing and shitting themselves live on stream.
Particular boy. who did not have a fairy.
He was a fairy. And yet everyone wanted him to get with the princess, which was opposite to his true wants and needs. Oh, he's got the entire Triforce. We don't need to do the whole game. They should really just like have the E fall off, and then it's like Ocarina of Tim, and it's not about Link, it's about a different guy named
The Legend
Tim.
of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
That's all? That's all you're gonna show?
More details will be announced in the future, so please look
That
forward
was
to
almost as bad as the Persona 6 teaser!
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Fuck off!
Earlier this year,
What is the point of announcing it when you have nothing? Can't wait to fight time-traveling Ganondorf trying to undo the original game. I think that's too much imagination for Nintendo. And I mean that with every insult possible.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I
After
hear about
20
a
years in
game,
Nintendo,
but the moment I
I'm
pick up the
leaving.
controller,
Yet another new
that's
president.
when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a
Is
closer
this gonna
look,
be? Is
hearing
there
from
gonna
the
be
teams,
anything
and
interesting
spending
here?
more
Or...
time with the games themselves. So let's get to it.
Like I usually
We
don't
got a
bother
new
with the
Nintendo Treehouse
Treehouse.
Live ready to
It just
go,
kind of happened.
With a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct,
After 20
this
years at
July San
Nintendo,
Diego Comic-Con,
all
we'll
of
have
my
the game
optimism
playable
is
on the show
gone.
floor. Because at the end of
I
the
am
day,
a husk.
I think the best way to understand a game
No joy
is to
remains
pick up
within
the
me.
controller and play.
It has all been funneled into
Thanks
the
for
video
watching.
games.
I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you.
I don't care what you like
And now
about
it's time
games.
for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
No! They're building the treehouse! Stop them!
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Teresa and I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob.
I'm
We're
glad
here
they
to talk about
know
Star
that
Fox,
this is
coming out June
pre-recorded so that we don't
This
try
is
to talk to
cinematic
them in chat.
We're gonna focus on the single player game, and then we'll go into
Is
the
that hard to get a
multiplayer
president
in
with
a
an
later
energy
time.
similar to Reggie? Well, probably being like a figurehead is not like the top priority, and being a Nintendo president, you know.
Bridge of the Great Fox, which is the base for the Star Fox game.
I was watching my bird porn.
VR training session, which is part of the tutorial. And here's we get a little introduction to some of the characters. Falco is their ace pilot. Slippy's the engineer, science expert. Peppy's their veteran uncle who gives them advice.
Expert.
And then Fox McCloud.
He's an expert.
And what has happened during their training session is they're getting a call from General.
Well, are you just gonna talk over the entire game? Is that what we're doing in Treehouse today?
Hire this mercenary team to help them in a fairly desperate situation, which we'll see as we.
Anyway, that was a pretty good direct, I would say. Like we freaking.
Into the campaign here.
We have a date for Fire Emblem, we have a new Xenoblade game, and finally we're getting the games running good on Switch too. I want to know how much the upgrade is. Because if it's a significant amount, I'm gonna be annoyed that like I get that they're adding new content and shit, but like, could I just get the performance upgrade and then decide later if I want the other shit?
And this is another kind of cinema scene where you can see the cinematic storytelling.
Holy, what the fuck?
And as you mentioned, these cutscenes are new, so they expand upon what we already.
Yeah, and then this Square just comes in and unloads with all their stuff. And of course, Nintendo Switch to Nintendo to Switch to Sports. is here.
Goofing off in the background.
You can buy a Switch 2 for that.
Uniforms are different.
Got thinking about
the
Fat was
backgrounds
Burpborn.
in
Fair
the,
enough, fair enough. It was my own
games
fault.
Also have a lot of detail that I think will reward keen observation, and even players who are really familiar with the franchise, I think will maybe spot some detail.
Man, even they don't sound excited. Why should I be excited if there's like, yeah, I think there's gonna be anything.
Gotta have some decorations here. But yeah, General Pepper here is pretty desperate. He's hiring the Star Fox team to help out on Canaria, which is under attack by the forces of Andross.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying that they'd be like, oh, OG remake, and then they have nothing to show.
Here the R-Wing fighters are going to launch out of the Great Fox and head down to Corneria, where we'll again see some more details that bring the characters to life.
Like, do like fucking non-announcements like that just happen because of like shareholder bullshit, where it's just like, we need to make number go up right now, even though we have nothing to actually say or show. I imagine that's what it has to be. But
yeah.
I just like,
So Corneria
fuck,
is
man.
the main planet, the jewel of the Lilas system. Most of the inhabitants.
Alright,
there.
see you
You can
later,
some of
Wolves.
the details on the R-Wings as they enter the atmosphere.
And Wario, if
Each
you're
one
still
has
there.
some kind of customization depending on the pilot. You can look and see those differences for yourself.
But it's-
check it out. Going
God,
through a quick
I know
systems
it's
check,
such a
again, the
played out
characters
meme,
are
but I really
functioning
do
in
just
different
want
ways.
like games that cost way less
Fashion here, a lot of detail.
to make. You know, just like pay people more to make less, and then maybe we can get like a game in a franchise like more than twice a decade again, and you don't have to like, you don't have to announce your game years before you have anything to show. Elder Scrolls 6.
on these vehicles. You know, there's just a lot of detail. And
Okay, this is all pretty boring.
Especially as you're playing through the stages too.
But you could skip ahead on a live stream to see if they talk about anything interesting.
damage and yeah.
Yeah.
So the game gives you a flight plan here through the mission. You're able to kind of focus.
When did they really start doing the like teaser shit where it's just like there's literally nothing except thing exists? I feel like I saw it happen. So that would put it in like what, like the mid 2000s. That's about like, you know, when I was really paying attention to like gaming news. Like around the DS, I think, is where I was really paying attention to like the latest stuff.
Yes. They can get shot down. You can also shoot them yourself, so you need to be careful of that.
Please don't do
friendly fire.
No friendly fire.
You can see
I
even
think
though
the
we're kind
users
of,
have been a
going
thing since the
through the
printout
city,
world.
there's a lot
Yeah,
of
but I
routes you
mean,
can take, different enemies, different things
then
to
there's
fly.
really not a whole lot you can say other than like, this thing,
Yeah, that was to get that robot.
this thing exists. Here's an impression of it. See if you want it. But like,
like you mentioned,
as soon as you start getting into any like visual medium,
because they will provide helpful information. Like Peppy is very good at giving you a heads up of the environment, what's coming, whether breaking.
also like, let's not pretend that gaming ads in magazines weren't like, particularly in the US, just like thoroughly unhelpful.
Falco lining up enemies for you.
This is such a bizarre world to go into. Like, I'm used to European ads, like, you know, mainland European ads, and it's usually just like, look at how cool this game looks, here's some screenshots, check it out. And then you go into like the UK or the US, and it's just like unhinged bullshit that has fucking nothing to do with anything. It's like, here's a picture of Rayman pissing. Buy the game.
I'm going to switch to mouse targeting here to just have a little fun.
Hey, do you like tits? Buy our game.
Also shoot in this
There's no tits in the game, by the way. It's just here's a picture of tits. Buy the game.
pretty immersive, and I'm also going to crash in this
Oh gosh.
This is just the worst Let's Play ever. Is what this is. Is that just what Treehouse is? Is that just what they do?
The way that different variety of ways to play it.
It's not even like good sleep material because they're just like
You didn't shoot him down. You shot him a couple.
Okay,
That's it. No, you're good.
But because this is a Star Fox.
Yeah, I mean, the old Tomb Raider ads were silly, but like,
Dan is able to use and
I at least understand where they're coming from if like we're marketing the character, and the character having boobs is like a new thing. But there were plenty of games where it's just like, yeah, there's no, this game has nothing to do with any sort of sex appeal, but we just put a woman with tits here because we have literally nothing else we can think of doing. Like, God forbid you just actually show the video game and let people go, hey, that looks exciting.
Different angles and shoot him from different angles, which is kind of fun because he's got a lot of different parts on him. You can shoot his
but yeah, like,
legs.
I think when it was like mostly magazines that you'd have to get your gaming news from, there wasn't like this huge gap. Like you might hear some like, you know, rumors printed where it was just like, okay, here's, you know, we've heard through the grapevine that there's gonna be a new Mario game or whatever. And then, you know, once they were ready to show the Mario game, it'd be like, here's a feature on the new Mario game with some screenshots that Nintendo gave us, or we got from a prototype card, or we took a picture of a screen at E3 predecessor.
Yeah, we're gonna keep on going to.
And you didn't just have the thing of just like, new Mario is coming.
Sorry, Peppy.
That's it. That's the news.
Go on different routes through the system, and in this case, since we didn't go through the arches, we're going to be going to Medio.
But at a certain point, everything just got so protracted and just became with the whole dog and pony show. Like it really feels like it was an E3 problem once E3 was like very thoroughly more aimed at the public with their live streams and whatnot, and then it was just like, yeah, here's just a slide of like a new thing. That's it.
And once again,
Get excited, bitch. Remember the boxer example of Phalanx? That one's funny because, you know, there's an actual reason there of like, okay, fucking space shooters are literally dime a dozen. So why not just put the weirdest shit on here that will at least catch someone's eye because they want to know what the fuck the game is.
Falco cares. He wants.
And you know that's box art, so you can like pick it up in the store and look at the back and everything and like figure out like, oh, okay, I understand what's going on. It's not like they didn't just like go to E3 and just have a picture that says Phalanx and it's just a picture of the farmer. And then this.
Very into the details.
Wait, well, that wouldn't even work because like there's no name value there. Like the whole problem is that they'll be like, it's our new game, new game and franchise, coming eventually probably.
But because we want to really show co-op, I'm going to back out.
Although, you know, they have done it with a few games where it's just like, the new game from these people, it's called this. And then, you know, everyone's like, well, who cares?
So we're going to go ahead here and see.
Like, it just illustrates how fucking stupid it is. But when it's like something with name value, the hype just makes everyone fucking brain dead.
It's an honor.
Then it's just like, oh my god, OT remake, ah! And it's just like, show the game. Show the game or I don't give a shit. I mean, I guess it's a bad example. I don't really care for OOT to begin with, but like, if you have nothing to show, then don't fucking tell me about it, because I don't give a shit.
Thanks, Dan.
Like, if you had gameplay footage, then maybe there would be something there that would have me go like, yo, this is what they're doing with OOT. That might be interesting.
What did you do?
Even freaking Tears of the Kingdom, they at least showed like a cutscene that like was intriguing, you know, where it was just like, oh, what's the plot gonna be? So apart from the fact that it like immediately told you like, oh, you thought Zelda was gonna like be in this game?
Sorry, hold on a second. This is
It was at least just like, okay, there's like an atmosphere. There's an impression of the atmosphere of what's gonna happen here.
I refuse. I think it's.
So there was something to talk about. But here, like, who the fuck cares? God, shut up. I got so salty. I just, it's hard to guess at what they're doing with this remake. I guess it could just be literally just like it's the game but prettier, which I think is pretty unnecessary in this case. Like, I'm not opposed to remakes that are just like game but prettier. I'm not. I'm an old PC gamer. I just kind of grew up with like, hey, yeah, here's the VGA upgrade for this game. Like, that was pretty normal. And, oh god, the shooting looks so weird. Please don't do a Star Fox Zero again. But like, you know, we already had Ocarina 3D, so then doing it again seems a little unnecessary. Like, I'd expect just like, okay, we're taking Ocarina 3D and upscaling that, and then now you can play it on a current system. Like, that's all I would really expect, but then when it's just like, no, from the 2 seconds we've seen, they're throwing the big bucks at this, and it's just like, okay. But you can also just play the original OOT on expansion pack, and yes, it has issues, but Nintendo clearly doesn't care enough about that. They just expect you to be like, yeah, Ocarina of Time! So, I don't know. I just don't entirely see the point of that, unless there is some big new thing. And, you know, they abandoned that gameplay formula for a reason. So I don't actually know what they would be, like, improving there. To be like, hey, we spruced this up for the modern game, like, we got it up to modern standards. Like, I don't get it. If they would actually make their 3DS library available elsewhere. Yeah, see, the whole dual screen thing, they still haven't really figured out how to handle that. Like, if there was an easy, like, plug-and-play way to just do that with 3DS games, we'd be seeing a ton of, like, re-releases. But, like, with every game, you have to kind of figure out, like, okay, are there, like, significant touchscreen controls? Is it possible to, like, reconfigure this into a single screen? Or do we have to do the awkward thing of, like, here's, like, a smaller, like, screen on your screen, you know? So, like, porting those games properly would take a lot of resources per game, but I imagine it's still way cheaper to do than, like, here's another Ocarina remake off, you know, coming off the ground. And, you know, the fact that it does appear to be brand new, although, you know, we haven't seen anything, so maybe I'm wrong on that. It just kind of makes the 3D version seem like it didn't matter retroactively. Does that make any sense? Because it's like those ports, those PC like upgrades I mentioned from when I was little, it was usually like an incremental thing where it's like, oh yeah, here's this game that was released in EGA, and then now here's the VGA version that you can get, or here's the CD version and we put CD audio on it, but it's otherwise the same game. And if you had any, like, weird, like, side grades, it was usually like, oh, you know, we farmed this port out to someone else, and we don't have those assets, maybe we don't even own the rights to those assets, you know, like East, where in the modern ports they can't include the TurboGrafx stuff because Hudson owns that, which means Konami owns that now. But, like, the main, like, family tree of an East game is fairly linear. You know, it's like, okay, here's East 1 and 2, here's the Windows remix of East 1 and 2, those get re-released with upgrades, then they get ported to some other systems, and then the ports come back to PC with even more upgrades. So, yeah. It'd be a great time to use a gimmick like the Wii U had. I feel like I heard something about the Switch 2 having some kind of capability to do something like that. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it was just like a patent submission of like, oh, we could do this. We came up with this idea. Or was it actually like teased as like a, oh, if you have two of these things or something, you could do a dual screen setup. I feel like there was something that indicated that that was a possibility, but I really could not remember. But either way, yes, that would be tremendously useful for just like being able to port DS and 3DS games fairly painlessly. Now, if Game Studios wanted to just make like remasters of their DS and 3DS games and just like accommodate a single screen setup, that's good too. Like unless the like touchscreen stuff was just really incredible for a certain game, then. But yeah, like I said, that's going to take a lot of resources they might not be willing to put into it if an outright remake or a new game is just a possibility, you know? So like I don't know. I'm kind of talking out of my ass at this point. I could see them doing something where like you could stream to the TV, but then your Switch 2 in your hand has like the bottom screen. I don't know how well that will work. Maybe that would run like shit, but it would be kind of interesting. And hey, it's really just a reverse of what the Wii U gamepad did, isn't it? But yeah, like. I think that's why devices like the Einthor, like everyone's talking about those, because it's like, hey, it's this new dual screen handheld that you can do with what you want. Because there just isn't another like current device that fills that need. The same way that like when the Switch 1 came out, the fact that it was the Switch was already a selling point in itself. Where it's like, yeah, this thing is a console and a handheld. And then we can just put games on it and they already have added value. And then, you know, now everyone's getting in on that and there are more options, so it maybe becomes a bit less exciting depending on like what you want out of a Switch. But yeah, no big player has like a dual screen device available, so that's why you go to like the third party companies making things like the Einthor. If they show another game, I might unmute, but so far we're just on Star Fox the whole time. Also, in general, people really seem to be into the, like, retro handhelds lately. And I mean retro in the proper sense of the word, of, like, this is a new device, but it's, you know, it's kind of like a throwback. Like, it's just like, yeah, well, remember when we just had small devices for gaming? Like, I've been seeing a lot of those that people are talking about quite a bit. There seems to be, like, a whole, like, cottage industry, is that the right phrase for that kind of thing? I have mainly just been like, okay, my Steam Deck is good, and I've got like that FPGA Game Boy Color, because like even though I have several Game Boys available, they are not necessarily like perfect for what I want to do. Like, I am not dealing with a backlightless device in 2026 is what I'm saying. And yeah, that's been pretty great. There's so much I can do with my Steam Deck that I play the Switch considerably less, unless it's just like a Nintendo game or like something where it's just like the convenience of a console platform works well. Like, you don't have to deal with like PC ports that might be like finicky or weird. Like that's what I'm using my Switch for at this point. And with the Switch 2, you know, now it's like, okay, I have a date for like, I'm gonna get that then because I want to play Fire Emblem, god damn it. And then I'm probably gonna play Bonanza and, you know, some of the other stuff that Nintendo has been putting out, but it's mainly Nintendo that's got me like, yo, I gotta do this. It's the first party stuff. Because generally the third-party stuff is going to be available on other platforms I already own. It might run better. Like, there's no, like, if I want Kingdom Hearts 4, there's no way I'm going to get it on Switch 2. I have a PS5 and a PC. It's just not what I'm going to be playing Kingdom Hearts on, you know? And look, whenever the next big Sonic game is, like, I'd probably stick with PlayStation or PC for that too, because Switch ports for new Sonic games haven't been good, and now you get the Switch too, but it's like, also the games are obviously gonna get prettier, so who the fuck even knows how well that's gonna run? Speaking of Fire Emblem, I need to start playing other games in the series. I had such better time with FE7 than I did the first time, and it was totally garbage on it back then. Yeah, the first time I played FE7, I was pretty bad at it too. There's definitely a bit of a difficulty curve, despite the fact that, you know, you got your 10-chapter tutorial. Because there's just certain long-term stuff that it doesn't really explain, and then it's easy to get overwhelmed because, you know, you got everyone shouting in your ear like, oh, by the way, don't forget to do this unexplained thing to get this missable, like, item or character or whatever. That's something that Fire Emblem has had some trouble with historically, I think, is it's made for you to play it multiple times, but nobody wants to play it multiple times in a row. They just want to, like, have their experience and then just, you know, sit back and have their post-sex cigarette, you know? Because, you know, like Shadow Dragon on DS, they did the whole thing of, like, if you lose a bunch of units, you get, like, secret bonus chapters that will give you replacements. Because they expected you to Iron Man it, and the tradition of what the original FE1 was trying to do. But nobody plays Fire Emblem like that on their first playthrough. Only, like, fucking sickos do that when they've played the game a bunch of times, and they feel like that's the way they're gonna get their kicks. Even the developers don't play it like that. They've admitted it. Like, nobody is going to do that with the first playthrough. And then the GBA games still are, you know, even if they are definitely more player-friendly than the Kaga era, you still have a lot of, like, stuff where it's just like, oh yeah, this thing isn't really going to be explained because you're supposed to, like, trial and error that. You're supposed to, like, probably fail the first time. Then you'll be like, oh, my second playthrough, though, I'm going to be ready for that shit. But of course, as you play more FE, you start getting accustomed to its bullshit, so you can easily recognize, like, this is going to be a kind of map that does this kind of bullshit. Though if you end up playing FE6, you're gonna want a guide for certain maps. Like, even if you've already, like, figured out the Fire Emblem secret formula, there's at least one part in the game I remember where it's like, if you want the special thing, you need to stand on these unmarked tiles. Good luck, asshole. I don't know if there's anywhere that gives you a clue to that. But yeah, Fire Emblem is a good franchise by and large. I would definitely recommend playing more the Secret Shops in 7. I feel, don't those at least have, like, some kind of indicator? Like, I remember one where it's like, okay, here's this place you can't easily get to, but there's clearly a tile that is, like, a unique tile that looks like it might be something. So there's at least, like, a clue, even if you have to do, like, several steps to actually, like, get there and be able to use it properly. But yeah, there's some BS like that. A lot of the time, the super secret stuff, it's like, it's not strictly necessary. It's just people want to be able to experience it, and they want to be able to get a leg up, because all our Fire Emblem games are kind of scary with, like, long-term resource management. Like, if you run out of this thing now, what if you need it later? And you got FE3 with things like, oh, you better be fucking paying attention to getting all the MacGuffins, because if you lose one, you can't get the good ending, so you're gonna be replaying that map. And I think they're generally like, okay, just pay attention to who has this thing and make a beeline for them. I think that's generally how they go. So it's not too bad. But yeah, there's definitely like that kind of fear of like, what if I screw myself over? And then there's fucking Thracia. Let's not talk about that one. But yeah, play more FE. It's good. They're still talking about Star Fox. Yeah, if you want something that's similar to FE7, you can go like in either direction. Like FE6 is obviously the predecessor to that, but takes place later. So it's a little rough around the edges, but you know, if you just want more of that, you can do that. FE8 adds some more modern stuff, like there's a world map you can kind of grind. Later K8, welcome to chat. Is this Star Fox a remake of the original? I remember a train level. Indirectly, yes. It's a remake of Star Fox 64, which in turn is a remake of the original game on SNES. And I have the volume off because these people are kind of annoying. And I'm waiting for something more interesting to happen. Oh, now they're on a break. Okay. Yeah, I don't usually watch Treehouse. I literally just have it on because when the direct ended, it just went straight into this. But if it's just like we're gonna have the worst Let's Play ever over an unreleased game, then I don't know why anyone watches that. Like, give me some gameplay of some of the other stuff. Show me the Dragon Quest Monsters game so I can figure out if I want that. You know? Oh my god, they transformed. And yeah, if you played the N64 one, because I'm so old. You're not necessarily much older than I am. Yeah, D-Bomb's probably the oldest person in chat. Where was I? Right, Fire Emblem. Yeah, I like Fire Emblem 3 a lot. And, you know, then you get your whole Marth dose without, like, some of the, questionable decisions from the DS remakes. Unless you're really into the, like, Awakening type stuff, then maybe the DS ones will be your speed. FE4 is really good, but it's, you know, it's got its own style with the huge maps and everything. So, you know, you kind of got to decide, like, is that something I want to take on? I haven't played the Ike games yet, but I hear people really like them nowadays. I played a little bit of Path of Radiance, and I was just like, yeah, that sure is Fire Emblem. And then I got distracted. And then, of course, from Awakening onwards, I probably don't need to tell you too much about those games. You probably already know. Path is GameCube, yes. It's on expansion pack. Is it on expansion pack yet? I know they like teased it when they released it. When they like were like, we're adding GameCube games. But if it is on there, that's way cheaper than getting an actual physical copy of the GameCube game, which has been pricey forever. You know, or you could just emulate it. I mean, there must be, like, a desire for Splatoon single-player stuff if they keep, like, doing more focused stuff, because wasn't even the Splatoon 3 expansion kind of like that? Where it was like, oh, more story and stuff. I just personally, like, don't really find it appealing, but The robot thing they showed was pretty cool looking, at least. But in general, like, if I'm gonna play this type of game, I'm probably, like, for single player, then I'm probably gonna play something else. It's the multiplayer that really just, like, sunk its teeth into me way back when on the Wii U. I gotta do more roundup streams. That might seem like a non sequitur, but I was still thinking about the N64 comment, and I'm like, I can't wait to get to N64 on Roundup. Wait, why are you doing that? You're trying to kill yourself? I can't wait to get to N64, but I'm not even on SNES yet, so I really gotta get a move on with some of this stuff. I just, like, have not been freaking streaming because I've been so busy, and alternately busy and sick is what it's been. But now that I'm done with arts commissions for a bit, you know, I am going to be working on my album, but I might be able to, like, kind of recenter it to, like, okay, half the week is recording, half of it is going to be streaming and other things. And then I can just, like, you know, have a weekly roundup episode going. So that we can try to escape from the year 1990 when there was too much stuff. But yeah, like, once we get to the third 2-bit generation, or whatever you want to call it, you know, PlayStation and Saturn are going to be difficult to try out every single game because there's way too many, especially PlayStation. It's impossible. You can't do it. But N64, that was only like a couple hundred games, wasn't it? That was like less than 1,000, so that should be doable. It didn't have a huge library. So that will be pretty cool, especially because, like, I'm less familiar with N64. Like, you know, I know a lot of the big hitters, obviously, and there's a bunch of, like, multi-platform games, but there's almost definitely gonna be some hidden gems, at least for me. PS4 RPG count. Yeah, what is it, like 2 RPGs or something on the whole system? Yeah, Quest 64. That's the only one I can name. I know there's... Do you count Ogre Battle? That had like an Ogre Battle 64 out. Was that an exclusive game or was that a port? Aiden Chronicles, the first mage. I've never even heard of it. So that right there proves my point. There is stuff I don't even know about. That was a late game for the N64. That is a fascinating period in Nintendo for me. Like, I just find it really fascinating how Nintendo just... Oh, we're going full Sonic the Hedgehog over here. Do you see this? That was... Because Nintendo just, like, fucking hard gave up on the N64. I don't remember how similar it is to what they did with the Wii U. The Wii U just, like, kind of, like, stopped having Nintendo games at all well before the Switch came out. I don't remember how that went down. But I know with the N64, it's like, yeah, they just were like, N64 is not our future, basically. And just, like, cancel everything they had going for N64 and port it to GameCube or cancel it. So there was just a good chunk of time where there were no new Nintendo games like for your N64, but there wasn't a new console yet. And then I think all you could get were just like certain like third-party games where it was kind of like obligatory, like that one really funny Tony Hawk port where they couldn't fit the music in properly, so it plays Ace of Spades, but you just keep hearing, and don't forget the Joker! And then it just loops. This game looks kind of lonely without multiplayer. Yeah. You know what? Co-op. If it was co-op, I think I'd be more interested, because, like... even if I'm not fighting against my friends, it would be fun to hang out with them and like solve shit together. Did they have co-op in any of the Splatoons? Because yeah, this still kind of has that feel of being like kind of perfunctory, I guess is the word. Where it's like, yeah, this all functions. This all looks like what you would expect from Splatoon single player. It's just not that exciting, and I have a lot of games to get to. But yeah, Splatoon 1 was my fucking jam. That was like all I played when that was new. And then Splatoon 2, I didn't enjoy as much, but that might have just been me and the circumstances or something. Who knows? I didn't like the music as much. I didn't like some of the new game modes. Some of the new stages that they kept forcing you to play were really bad and annoying. And I don't know if, like, you know, content patches improved any of that. I remember Splatoon 2 kind of just, like, had a bit of an anemic, like, content flow, though. Like, I remember it being really disappointing that they, like, stopped giving it updates well before they were out of stuff to really add from the first game or anything. And then it was like, here's Splatoon 3. And it's like, okay, but why should I care about this one then? And then nobody gave me an answer to that, so I haven't tried it. Geez, I need to go get a drink. I've been talking for a while and I finished my water. So I'll be right back to talk more about Nintendo games and see if these guys are going to do anything interesting. Oh god, I forgot how to do all this. Okay, I am back. Let me turn down the music a bit. I don't know if that's loud on your end, but it is on mine. Oh, there we go. I forgot where all my sources are. So, the package I got earlier that I mentioned, it's a very small thing, so it was just like literally just like a letter. It was just like in an envelope. For some reason, needed a signature, so I got it. I open it up, and for some reason, taped to the packaging are 4 baseball cards. Now, if I was a bigger streamer, I would be like, that's someone deliberately fucking with me, but like... Why were there just baseball cards in there? Did they just have way too many baseball cards and are just like, let me just give this random eBay customer some baseball cards? Why would you ever be moving without, like, using your ink? Where are they doing that? It's so much slower. You sense your return to the roll of cards. Yeah, I mean, that is my thing right now, but not baseball cards. Like, I can't play with those. Like, first of all, they don't have like attacks or stats or anything that you can use to play a game, and second of all, there's no cute anime girls or creatures here. There's just a bunch of stinky old men. I don't care about those. Anyway, video games. You like video games? I mentioned my restored DS that I did somehow a bit. Oh god, I need more of a playlist in here. So I don't have to worry about putting music in. And now I have an SD card, which I'm going to use my ancient R4 card for nostalgia and trying out some games. It's on console, it's fine. Doesn't matter. It's alright. I guess let's put this SNES playlist in here and put it on shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Sorry about that. I had to switch to replay again track to try and equalize the volume. They famously do have stats. Yeah, you're right. Talk about Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. I haven't played it yet. I need to. I have the Dominus collection. You know, I finished Dawn of Sorrow and that, and then I was like, yeah, you know, let's replay Portrait of Ruin, do these in order. And then I got distracted, so I haven't finished that yet. And then after that, I would start Order of Ecclesia, which is one of the few Castlevania games I think that I've never actually played. I think it was just sort of like at the time when it came out, it was just kind of like, oh yeah, it's another one of these. Okay. So I didn't really care at the time. And then, you know, what we didn't know at the time was that was going to be the last proper Castlevania for quite a long time. And then now I'm like, okay, no, I do want to play this. Because, man, Lords of Shadow, I did not like it. I made a lot of poor purchasing decisions on the Xbox 360, and that sure was one of them. I didn't like it. Not one bit. Even if it had Patrick Stewart in it. Didn't help. Castlevania with Femprotag. There were signs. Signs of what exactly? I think I understand what you're getting at, but Air of Fate was pretty solid. I never tried it because it was still like a Lords of Shadow game, so I just kind of assumed like, oh, it's probably bad, I'm not gonna pick it up. But at this point, yeah, maybe I'll check it out at some point. Oh hey, it's Zerudano Densetsu music. It was search action. Were they just like in panic mode of just like, oh god, we need to have something that, like, even if it still has the dumb Lords of Shadow branding, at least feels like a Castlevania game. But yeah, like, that was just, like, kind of the end of Castlevania. Like, I don't even count the Lords of Shadow games as Castlevania, honestly. Like, I'm not usually the kind of person who's just like, no, that doesn't even count. You know, I wasn't, like, going on Doctor Who forums being like, Paul McGann isn't a real doctor, or whatever. But in that case, it's just like, it's so far removed from Castlevania, I just immediately just do not understand. Signs of E-Taker. Yeah. 100%, yes. I was correct in what I thought we were talking about. No, I did beg Bloodstained, and like Miriam is like kind of like a Shinoa, right? Is that close enough? By then I was like well on E by the time that game came out. What year did that come out? Was that like... I think like the original projected date was like 2017, and then it got like way delayed, right? '19, wow. Okay, hold on. I want to check something about this real quick. Kickstarter was launched in 2015. So I was like... I would have been in my first year of college when that Kickstarter launched. And the game came out around when I graduated. And that was with the leave of absence I took to increase my girlness. So, yeah, that took a while. It was worth it though, because that early demo was really shoddy looking, and then, you know, they took that to heart and made a way better game out of it. And, yeah, I'd like to... I guess the sequel will probably be good, but, like... Like, it sucks that, like, the co-director dude passed away. And now it's just kind of like, is it gonna be, like, as good? Because you never quite know, like, who contributes what to the magic of any creative work, right? Miriam's Bay, I'm on year 2, wow. That's pretty good. You getting what you want out of it so far? I remember, like, you know, getting all those Bloodstained Kickstarter updates, and it was like, here's the voice cast! And it's Erica Lindback as Miriam, and I was in the middle of my just, like, Lindback everywhere phase, so it was just like, yeah! I like these orange balls I'm sold in this game. Well, you know, we all got like little fidgets and whatnot. If they start talking about a game I'm actively interested in, I might unmute, but... I didn't realize Butch Hartman was a trash writer until all his old crew left mid-Danny Phantom Season 3. Yeah, it kind of... Some, like, creators have really fallen from grace. There's a lot of that, where it's just like, yeah, all these people leave, and now the thing isn't good anymore, so that might tell you something. Okay, I'm once again getting the ad is gonna start thing, and there's just no snooze. Like, I don't understand why there's no snooze option. Like, I'm just permanently out of snooze. There's gotta be some sort of, like, Twitch glitch going on there, or some weird setting I accidentally flipped. Cause that's weird, man. Yeah, I don't get that. That's really odd. Yeah, it really sucks when a creator just turns out to be like a complete piece of shit. And then even if, you know, they were involved in some good stuff, it's always gonna kind of have a stink about it. Like, it's like... I used to really enjoy the English dub of Full Metal Alchemist. Can't watch that anymore. And now I'm gonna talk for 30 seconds about absolutely nothing until this fucking ad ends, because I can't snooze anything. Seriously, what is going on with that? I need to figure this out. Okay. There's a setting here that says automatically snooze ads during high engagement moments. And I think I've had that on all along, but for some reason, like, these last few streams have just been particularly high engagement, I guess. So it auto snoozes. I guess I'll leave it on for now. If it becomes a problem, I will turn that off, I guess. Oh, dude, it's the Rhythm Heaven game. Maybe this could be interesting. And nobody's talking. You still really enjoy Neil Gaiman stuff? You now? Yeah, that's another. That's another good bad example. Oh God, shut up! Be quiet. Why are these people so loud? Yeah, I feel like there's still like some other like examples where I'm just like, yeah, this thing is probably still good, but the person behind it sucks so much that it's just ruined forever.
Let's see you do it again. Yeah, that's not happening twice. Like, this can't. Okay. All right, lock it. Hold on.
Okay, I can't really name Harry Potter because I was already like on the way of just like, wait a minute, this is kind of bad actually. And then also it turned out J.K. Rowling is one of the worst people alive.
These are the best scores I've ever had in this game.
Ren Stampede, yeah, there's one. Or what FMA dub? Vic Mignogna is Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist dub. And that guy fucking stinks! An absolute lizard cut. That's good. I'm also, like, one that I still feel weird about is Konami. Because, you know, they got their asses kicked for good reason. And then sometime later, they're like, wait a minute, what if we release a whole bunch of things people want? And then, you know, people are forgiving when you do that. But I'm like, I don't know if they actually treat their employees better. And how would you go about finding that out? Like, no news would be good news if there wasn't a precedent for, you know, a culture of silence around employee abuse and businesses. So it's like, there's no real sensible way to figure that out. Like, there's no, like, hello, yes, we are the Konami employees, and we would like to tell you that we're being treated great. That'll do it, right? It doesn't work. So I just kind of have to be like, yeah, I guess unless someone comes forward and says, like, they still suck, then I don't know if there was really a point in not buying Konami products when they're making good products. Dumbass in charge of Konami in the 2010s. Insert Rosie Pachinko song. It's Pachinko time! I don't even remember how I sang it originally. You're a Blizzard fan. Ah, yeah. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. God, there's way too many examples of this. This sucks. Also, of course, like, plenty of actors who turn out to be, like, pieces of shit, and then it's like, well, they were on a lot of movies that were good, and now you're always gonna have that in the back of your head if one of those comes on and you're watching it because it's a good movie. You know, adjacent to the Vic Mignogna thing, but, like, yeah, lots of that. Lax Lang is a chud. I don't know about this. There are some, like, definitely, like, weird ones, like, I think Terrence Strassman is, like, an anti-vaxxer, I think I heard. If that's, you know, I'm not sure on that. Allegedly, let's say. And it's just a lot of things, like, but with, I think I can draw a line there where it's like, if they're not actively doing harm, then someone being fucking stupid isn't really, like, a crime that makes me want to boycott them. Like it's when you got like a J.K. Rowling trying to actively murder people, or you've got a Vic Mignogna being a molester. Like those are much bigger crimes than person says some anti-vax things. Like just like I can't really like justify being like I'm gonna never watch anything with that person now. Like unless they are actively like leveraging whatever fame they have to be like vaccines cause autism or whatever bullshit, then it's like whatever. That's just that's me though. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, so for this one, A will open the umbrella and down will close it. So you can use both of your hands.
The VA industry becoming woke. At this point, the word woke has become so meaningless. Can we just ban that one too? Can you throw that one in the same pile of slop? Because, you know, that meant something at one point, and at this point, how can you even be sure what anyone means when they say woke? Because I feel like there's quite a lot of people who are like not terminally online, and I say that like aimed at myself too, who really their only definition of woke is like the most annoying self-righteous internet leftists possible, and that's what they mean. But because they just use the word woke, and then you got people who actually are just like using woke in its intended meaning, are gonna be like, oh, okay, so you're a piece of shit then. So disappointing John Lithgow and Hugh Laurie for signing up for the new HP series. Yeah, I didn't even know about Hugh Laurie. Actually, like, I remember that there were like things that like Stephen Fry said that like were like not okay, but then when I went to look that up a while ago, it was like I changed world lines, and now it was like Hugh Laurie is the one who sucks, and Stephen Fry was being kind of cool and like learning from mistakes. And so I was like, where am I? But yeah, like, there's definitely been some weird crap in the VA industry, like that weird push they had where it was like to try and fix people of color not getting passed over for roles. They inadvertently pushed to have voice roles cast according to race, according to ethnicity, which is fucked up. And then when that started having an effect, like I saw like ProZD post like that he was frustrated because he was trying to get roles, and he was only getting like roles for Asian characters, and it was like, why is this happening? And it's like, oh, that's how we cast things right now. And it's just like, yeah, who could have seen that coming? I wasn't like really shedding tears because it was like, yeah, this is from the word go. I could see how this was immediately a problem to try and fix the systemic issue by discriminating by ethnicity. Like, it was so dumb. And it just goes into this big thing where like people, especially people online, but I think people in general, just want to dumb down things as much as possible so they don't have to think about them very much. So if there's an easy, like, single line to explain something and they don't have to think about it again, that's great. If they can just take some checkboxes, that's great. And that's how you get, you get the sort of, like, performative leftists. And I mean specifically performative leftists, people who are more obsessed with looking good than doing good. Who, will dumb things down to a list of checkboxes instead of like thinking about something with any nuance. That's how you get the type of person who's like, oh, you got this character who's a piece of shit in your narrative, that means you support that kind of behavior because you didn't explicitly come out and say like, hey, this guy sucks. And it's like, that. Do you know what a story is? I feel like I'm getting way too tilted about this, but God, it's just increasingly started pissing me off. Where the fuck did my Twitch dashboard go? It's gone.
Really good.
The game that's harsh. Really positive.
Where did it go? I closed it, I guess. I must have.
That's true.
That's silly. Okay, there we go.
But the Umbrella Act does have potential. It does. I think it's your turn to show off, Lindsay.
Anyway, that's enough of me saying things that would actually like actively get me canceled out of context. If anyone bothered to clip me out of context.
More challenging. And nothing for you to copy. You have to pay attention to the beat all on your own. Yeah, so this one has two different...
And yeah, it also just leads to like some annoying shit from Corpos, where, you know, I mean, I expect them to have no sense of nuance and just like just do like, this ticks the checkbox that the people like, right? Like freaking Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, where they do the thing where the gender selection is listed as type A and type B, but then as soon as you click one of them, it says by clicking this, the game will consider you a boy or a girl, and then the game does that. So it's completely pointless. You might as well have just put male or female in there then. And I think that's mainly a problem for the main character too, because I think with the other party members that you can create, you can mix and match like whatever voices and appearances you want. So you're not limited to like a binary, but for the main character, it's so limited, you don't get to do anything. I'm taking body type 2 pills. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying that about my meds.
I think it speaks to just the quality of the music. It is so catchy.
I was actually having it on my way to this room.
Which I should take soon, because this is the normal time I wake up right now. Right now, my doctor's got me on taking estradiol 3 times a day as like kind of an experiment to see if my boobs will get bigger, and I don't think they are. I think they're the same. But I guess at my next checkup I'll ask about progesterone, because the you know, some research just got released that's like, hey, this works and is safe. Which is, you know, that was like the big sticking point there, was like I was worried that it might like increase like cancer risks or something, because that was like something people are saying, but apparently it seems to be safe, so cool.
Match cues on screen that might be aligned to the chorus or aligned to a guitar riff or something like that. In this case, you're really trying to...
Man, Nintendo is just the king of explaining really obvious shit when they're showing games. Just got to the right levels, but my T's still like 75, takes so long. I don't remember what the numbers are for T. It's been so long for me.
Very talented musician, but one who, as he works with other
But like if they are too high, then you know maybe you need more Spyro. But you know, you and your doctor will know what's right.
woven into both the catchiness of the music in Rhythm Heaven, but also just the game itself. And Lindsay, amazing.
That was really good.
Very nice job.
And actually, like, probably my boobs aren't even that small. It's just that, like, they seem relatively small just because of the way my torso is proportioned, which isn't even like an AMAB thing. That's just a my family thing. like, I got that from my mom, is what I'm saying.
In this one, there's also 30 or over 30 multiplayer, and they're all from different pools of games. But before we jump back into multiplayer, I kind of want.
You want to know something really crazy? I've always like kind of had like weird posture, and I had to like take like physical therapy as a kid, and then I would just not practice because I was a little kid and no one was forcing me to do it. Because I was like, I don't care, seems fine. Like everyone else is telling me I walk weird, but I don't care. But yeah, like my what do you call the hip bones, like that whole construction? What's that called in English?
So this one also has
but like that was like turned in a weird way with the way I walked, and also like my family would give me a lot of flack about like my shoulders being in a weird position. And as I, you know, start figuring myself out, I realized like, wait a minute, both of these things, when I do them quote unquote wrong, make my shape look more feminine. And then it was like, did I like subconsciously train myself to do this as a kid? Because that is just like a weird like coincidence where it's like, oh yeah, you're doing these things that are like bad posture, but they're specifically things that like make your butt stick out and make your shoulders look smaller. So I've had other things like that where like after I like, you know, started going by my girl name and everything, I realized that it was physically difficult for me to say my dead name, and always had been. Like I would have people like mishear me because I just could not say it properly, and I have no problem saying other words with like the same combinations of sounds. So I think I was subconsciously just like, fuck this name, this ain't me. It's weird, right? Life's crazy like that sometimes. Anyway, when can we get the cool robot bodies?
What's interesting, now that I'm thinking about the rhythm, it's
I would like to have like a cool robot body and like fight monsters. Okay, I take psychic damage when I hear my dead name. Yeah, I had that for a long time. I think at this point I'm so separated from it that it doesn't bother me that much unless someone were to come in and like directly address me with that name, in which case I'd probably deck them. But like I'm no longer like when I see it out in the wild like, ah, god damn it, it's that. It's suddenly very popular with trans masks. Oh no. Oh god. Well, here's hoping that feeling goes away.
We've said the different rhythm patterns, so there's just so much.
There is.
I don't think any two of the games are quite alike. Are we going back to multiplayer now?
We're going back into multiplayer.
Okay, let's do this.
Because I feel like you wanted to vindicate yourself.
It is very funny how like a lot of trans people come up with the same names. Has anyone researched why specific names? Because it's like, I remember when I was transitioning, it's like, okay, all trans femmes are either Alice or Luna. And it's just like, how did they all come up with the same thing independently? What, like, I'd love to know like the anthropological science behind that or whatever.
So tell us about Tennis Quest. Now, Tennis Quest, we're all going to be using whatever that A equivalent button is on our controller, but we're rescuing a prince with the power of tennis, so to speak, where we are going
Quick cake is simple. That works. That works.
hit the ball to beat and try to hit enemies as they come in, and the enemies are all food-based, so hopefully everyone had lunch today.
Like, I don't even know how I picked my name. It just came to me one day, and then just I tried for a bit, and I was like, yeah, this works for me. This does it.
It's worth mentioning that the closer you are to on beat, if you hit the beat perfectly, you can
I actually don't know like what names are popular with trans mask people, because I don't see them very much. I don't see a lot of trans mask people. Maybe it's just like us trans girls have the ability to be super fucking loud, and then you can't see anyone else. I'm including myself in that, you know? An NB named Stack recently.
Also, if you're on the end, you're at a little bit of a
That's an interesting name. That's kind of like, that sounds like when you got like the dependable mechanic character in a cartoon or something.
I suspect that I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between good accuracy.
Evam says one of my other friends, trans friends, is named Gina, and another is named Lossie. Lossie?
And to your point, this is like, you know, this is a co-op game where we all help each other. So I'm like,
What are they very compressed?
Yeah, so if you have someone on the team who's really good at hitting exactly on the beat.
Oh no, did they tie up a girl back there? Was that a tied up girl there?
Okay. I trust you.
If Alcazar or Eve were here, that would immediately get clipped, me saying that.
You know, it makes me feel better when you flub a shot, JC.
oh, see, look at that.
That's really difficult to do, actually. I can't believe we just did that.
Come on, get to the teeth platform. I want to see who's up there. I feel like you should clip it. Well, there's never a shortage of D-bomb clips. There's only one way to remain that level of excellence.
Oh, that was me. See what I mean about being on the end?
It's coming after me. Save me, Bill.
That might be a risky proposition.
Oh, we did. See, you got it.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no, it's Purple Crab.
Calm down. We're good. We're good.
Not entirely sure how that's supposed to work. If the crab just comes up to you, but you get no ball, like what do you do? Are you just screwed?
Oh no.
Nice.
Like I said, I am on and then I am off.
It feels like they're not getting any closer to the back. You have made a lot of clips. I don't know if there's any way to see like a quick indicator of that. But I feel like almost every time I post a clip to YouTube, it's one of yours. So I really gotta get on doing highlight videos. That would probably get some more people in who aren't interested in VODs. Oh, is it a dude tied up? I don't care then.
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh yeah.
I'm gay.
It's a little slower, but it's also subdivided a little differently. Like, I'm actually thinking it's 6s instead of a 4, and it's a little quicker.
Oh, you're right.
What does that beat remind me of? It's like oh, it's like whatever you want from me, I'm giving you everything. Yeah, the only reason I haven't used even more of your clips is that sometimes they cut off at weird times. And then I'm like, oh crap, the VOD's already gone. I can't do another Twitch clip of this. Yay!
What happens when we're all just driven together. Funny enough, I was looking across a little bit, and every single one of them.
Yeah, man, where's the prince? Where's the prince? Get a princess in here. Come on. Come on. Come on, y'all know what's up. Come on.
Take that praise.
That's beautiful. Okay, well, I think we have one more multiplayer game we're gonna.
Yeah, making clips when the stream is going is kind of a pain.
As it goes, so thank you again very much for tuning in. We've been playing Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Maybe there needs to be some sort of system where you can just click the button and then it makes a timestamp for you to do it later or something.
Star Fox segment. Thank you.
But yeah, I should do highlight videos, but it's just it's really tedious watching yourself. I don't know if that's just me. But then, it's like I have all these parts, and I gotta go through the whole VOD and clip all the parts that are interesting, and then I gotta try to put that all together in a way that, is something good. And when it's something like Fire Emblem Engage, it's you can't even get through because there's way too much funny shit that Noth and I are saying. So I've got an unfinished Sonic 1 highlight video sitting on my hard drive for a long time. I got up to... Yeah, I got through like Labyrinth Zone on that, and I did a really funny montage of my complete failure at the boss. But then I haven't done the rest of the game after that. Ifu! Sticking my head in briefly while I eat my salad. Anything good so far? Well, I posted some stuff on a Discord. That's mainly what I was excited about. You know, Fire Emblem release date, new Xenoblade, new Kingdom Hearts trailer, Xenoblade upgrades too. Dragon Quest Monsters not my thing personally, but you know, very exciting for friends who care more about it. I might be interested in it if I see some gameplay and I get what they're going for, like moment to moment. Because if it's a lot like the Game Boy one I played, I'm not really gonna want to buy a $70 version of that. Yeah, and there's an OOT remake, but they didn't show anything, so I don't care. I want to see footage of that Final Fantasy Resonance game. Because if it actually looks like the freaking, like, they just play a clip of Remake when you summon Cloud, it's so fucking stupid. So I'm hoping that is just for the trailer. Either because someone decided that it would be better to show that, or because they don't have the animation done, but like... If that's what it looks like in the real game, that is going to be way too distracting for me. That looks so cheap. But if they have cool fucking sprite animations that fit the rest of the game, then I'm going to be like, okay, that's interesting. Even if I think that Square has been hammering the HD2D button a bit too much. Like, how excited can I really get about an HD2D RPG from Square Enix at this point? Even if they are like, it's Final Fantasy, guys, and it's got the things you know. Like, unless they go with some like insane deep cuts that appeal to me and me alone, that alone isn't gonna have me like, yeah, I gotta get this $70 game. Because it's like, we have 3 Octopath games, we have Dragon Quest Remix out the ass, we have that Ys looking game, Elliot. Is that out yet? Is that out, or is it like a demo? I don't know. But I do like Ys, so I might pick that up at some point. But and that's not even getting into like the other like stuff that they haven't pushed as hard, like this Star Ocean 2 remake. That's HD2D, right? Star Ocean's an RPG franchise I really just need to properly sink my teeth into. Like, I own several games of Star Ocean, and it's just like, I have way too many games, please help. Are we back on Star Fox? I think we're back on Star Fox! God damn it! I'm gonna be tired of this fucking game before it's even out, at this rate. Good grief.
We have the avatars as well as the AR filters, and you can set this early on.
I am like torn on whether I want to play the Star Ocean 2 remake or the original. Because I've had the original on PlayStation for quite a while, like, in my backlog. And then Noth, I think, ended up buying the Switch one, and I'm just like, well, shit, now what do I do? You do advise playing the original? Okay, that's what I'll do then. Yeah, I guess I'll go original for them, like, get a fan translation of the SNES Star Ocean 1. When FF10 remake, I will literally start running around like Yuna. And Yuna in 10 too, I presume. Honestly, FF10 remake would go pretty hard. Smurfy, hello. Welcome to chat. Like, I know I've been back and forth about remakes, but an FF10 remake could go really hard because with modern like pipelines for animation and stuff, they could have a dub where the actors are actually able to, you know, just properly act instead of having to cram their lines into some weird place to avoid the game crashing, which was apparently a real problem. Hopefully just a better translation in general, because ever since I figured out some of the stuff that they screwed up in a translation, I'm like, this story has been done a disservice in English for a long time. Same with FF8, by the way. Which, you know, that kind of stuff inspired my post from the other day where it was like, genuine question, has Final Fantasy ever had a really good localization? Because I genuinely don't have an answer for that. There are localizations of some of the games that I enjoy. I don't know if I can say that they're good localizations. But an FF10 one, yeah, like that would be a big improvement, but also just like being able to properly navigate like a real 3D environment throughout the game. Because I think like the environmental design would look so cool in full 3D instead of fixed camera angles. I think it'd look pretty amazing. So that's a rare instance of like, hey, here's a game that's already good, but it could really benefit from a remake nonetheless. And it's the same thing where, like, you know, Noth was kind of lukewarm on, like, the Persona remakes they've been doing. And I'm like, no, I think Persona 3 definitely could use the upgrade, and it looks absolutely amazing. And then Persona 4, I'm like, I don't mind playing the original, I quite enjoy it, but let's not pretend that there's not room for improvement there. And so even if it isn't like, whoa, this is a massive game changer, just, you know, modern graphics is already pretty good, because we've seen how good Reload looks. It's incredible. And, you know, P4, there's still like some silly gameplay shit. There's still some really questionable writing that they could massage out, which, based on Reload, I think their batting average with improving stuff like that is pretty good. We're probably going to get some super annoying discourse about Kanji and Naoto, though, no matter what they do. Let's not be pretenders. That's my secret, Cap. I'm never a pretender. I say I'll never surrender. You want dress spheres to exist? Yo! Same? Like, what if you could have fucking awesome drip, but you had to put no effort into it? Just the meme of the dog that's like, no take, only throw. Because God, like, shopping for clothes and, like, having to deal with whether or not you can fit in them fucking sucks. Like, I've had some really tremendously sad moments of just like, oh, God damn it, I got this cute shirt and it doesn't fit properly on me. Because apparently American clothes sizers are stupid. I got a couple shirts I bought more recently where I'm like, I'm just gonna go for the male formless one because at least I know I'm gonna fit into it properly without my belly sticking out. But I'm hoping eventually I'm gonna, you know, lose enough weight that will not be as much of a problem. Dress like librarian. Seriously, why does my model keep doing the weird neck thing? I'm sitting up properly, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why it's doing that. of course, big asterisk, if they do an FF10 remake, make an actual FF10 remake and not some stupid time bullshit and spreading it out into 3 games over a decade or whatever. Just please, just make the game, okay? Stop fucking around and just make the game. Honestly, 8, I think the same stuff applies that I said about 10. It would be very cool to see in full 3D. And the localization definitely needs a sprucing up. I saw a quote at some point, I think it was from like someone who worked on FF localizations, who was like, oh, FF8 was the first good localization because we had better tools or whatever, and a better pipeline. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? 8 and 10's localizations are awful. And then I think I heard that 14, at least the earlier expansions, don't have a great localization. Like they're very liberal with it and end up misrepresenting some things. I don't know if that got better, but you know, the writing in Shadowbringers and Endwalker is just very good, just based on the English, so I think it works. Waka's racist. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a localization thing, I just think he's just racist. But yeah, like, almost any criticism that English-speaking players have of Squall and Tidus is entirely in the localization. And it sucks. And I think with FF8, it's not impossible to still understand what they're going for if you're old enough. Like, I feel like you need to be at a certain point in your life where you can be like, okay, the point is that they're stupid teenagers with a lot of pretensions and fronting. FF10 is a little more difficult. Like, yeah, people always, like, post the ha-ha-ha clip out of context, even though he's supposed to sound stupid in that, but there's so many moments where Tidus sounds like a fucking idiot, and it's either because the English script is bad, or because they had to, like, cram his lines in really awkwardly. Like, apparently, literally, the voice clips had to be the exact same length as the Japanese ones, otherwise the game would just crash. Which is crazy. Been saying Tidus for 22 years, you can't convince me it's not. Fair. I mean, it looks like Tidus. I've just gotten used to Tidus.
Lizard versus amphibian. Perfect.
Yes. What would he say? Delicious amphibians.
Are we ready?
You know, if we get on that topic, you know what annoys me? Celeste. It's Celes, goddammit! I've seen so many people, like, independently of each other, say Celeste, and I'm like, it's Celes. You look at the katakana, it's Celes! Serisu!
For victory. So obviously you'll still get points from destroying enemy ships, but
And then you got some people who say weird shit like it's like they say Cecil instead of Cecil, and it's like, no, it's Cecil. You used to pronounce it Celis. How did you do that? How did you interpret it that way? It's Celeste stay. Well, if she can't stay, she's got to go search for friends. Because dumb 11-year-old kid. Yeah, okay.
Pirates do a good amount of shooting, so they will protect their cargo outside of just...
Or that whole fucking shit where, like, the FF7 remake localization team was patting themselves on the back for saying Kate Sith instead of Cat Chi. I wonder, like, how the voice recording process works these days. Like, do they get to hear the Japanese performance and then dub it, or is it just done independently from the get-go? Are they still using those fucking phone books where everything's out of context? They must be, because in Remake there's a lot of lines that clearly the actor didn't have the right context. But like, I know in anime it's always like, why are you mispronouncing this? I know how anime is dubbed, and you literally just heard them say it correctly. So why is this happening? They call it Radio Radia. That sounds kind of badass. What if I should, like, use that as a name for something? Why are we still watching this? Oh my god, I'm so laughy today. Why am I so laughy today? I'm just laughing all about. I'm sure I pronounce things in some weird ways, and I just can't remember. I mean, I'm Dutch, so there's definitely gonna be things where it's like I see something written down, and then it's just like I'm not gonna have the correct interpretation instinctively. Is this still Star Fox? Yeah, it sure is. It's Star Fox again. They went back to it. I like that they're showing off the whole VTuber thing, but then the dude on the left is still just a dude, and he just put on an eye patch.
No, thank you. Whoever's aiming at me, I don't want what you're selling. Well, who is aiming at me?
I thought that they were gonna just have it where it's you just see the faces though, because that would line up with how Star Fox has always been. But instead you get the whole game share thing where you see their gameplay and then you see like them in a tiny corner, and it's like that's not nearly as cool. Hey, where are you? Welcome back. What mode are you in, by the way?
Oh, and remember, you gotta be careful of not getting too close to their base because you will get shot down by the turret.
Yep, like what just happened.
I'm so sorry.
No. I was using it as an example.
Whenever I get the
Alright, curl mode now. Alright. Gabby it is. Man, I'm trying to think of something that I used to not pronounce correctly, and just I'm blanking, but I know it's definitely a thing.
Listen, if I lose, I'm at least taking you down with me.
Oh no. Alright. Oh wait, who has it?
Base gender. I'm a big fan of transcending gender myself, but I fought really hard to be a girl, so now I'm gonna keep being a girl.
Don't do it. You got it.
Turrets.
You got this. You got this.
I can't get there. Oh, we're ahead by 10 points.
Yes! Let's go!
Dan, just get... Oh no. Way less than 10. She got me.
But Cecil sounds so dorky. He's supposed to be a cool Dark Knight guy who becomes a paladin. And also, you know, again, the katakana is Seshire, so...
Who wants some max rockets? Stop.
How about you got me at the last time?
I know. I'm gonna get Teresa as well. Oh.
Whenever I get the good power-ups.
Yeah, just fly through that. That's great for your demonstration. Just show that that's not solid. Yeah, no, I get ya. It would be a little unfair to expect like little kids to read the katakana that they're not given anywhere.
I like them to carry their weight, you know?
Yep.
Claude, Andrew.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, let's
That said, anyone who still calls 4 and 6 2 and 3, I'd give him the side eye. There's no reason to do that. Unless you're just like, no, my nostalgia will be ruined if I don't say Final Fantasy 3 is the one with Terra and Celis. Used to insert a second T in fantasy. Where'd you put it? Fantasy? Fantasy? Fox and Wolf kissed yet? No. This guy is a large adult son. What? Fantasy. That reminds me of my little sister. She used to, when she played Mario Kart, she called Bowser Bowsered. So she'd be playing her DS and it being like, dang it, Bowsered! Final Fantasy cooking game. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. Why did the FE trailer get narrated like it's Engage? You come in here, you come into my chat, and that's what you got to say? Honestly, I wasn't listening too closely to the narration. I was just like, woo, it's Fire Emblem, let's fucking go! I'm always curious about like what weird video recommendations will pop up, and then these are pretty normal. And I'm like, that's disappointing. You're actually unhappy about it. It's just a trailer. It's not even the worst trailer decision they made today. Square Enix has that one beat. But yeah, might as well like replay that trailer and actually listen to what they're saying this time. Maybe I'll see what you mean. I presume they just have the trailers uploaded, so there it is. Fire imbu dimbu bim bim boo. I can't. I don't know what happened there. Oh man, it's ready T for T is a baby game.
Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games.
I guess it is kind of like that, yeah, but I kind of just tend to tune it out when they do that. Because in the context of a direct, it just kind of sounds like John Direct is just continuing to do his whole like, for the first time in 10 years. So it doesn't even feel like part of the trailer to me.
Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lida, a musician with her...
I love how it can't get any of the names right in the captions. Why don't they have official captions? Fucking Jeff Keighley got official captions.
You can strengthen your forces in different ways.
So I feel like nobody with any money has any excuse. I had to specify that because, like, if I had to properly caption all of my VODs, I would never be able to do anything else. Captions cost $70.
Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience.
Between intense and dramatic battles, go to skate park and do some radical tricks. Okay, but like if Engage had a skating minigame, that would go hard and you know it.
Turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapons range.
You'd have Sami on a skateboard with the sunglasses and the hat, backwards baseball cap. He's fucking.
Characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me.
Abrupt cutoff.
Advent of the underworld.
I am the evil.
Promised one, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel To upheave the world.
So who's this person in a white cloak gonna be?
Be gone from us. The darkest dark.
No, don't just go to the next trailer. I didn't give you permission to do that. Yeah, I presume we're gonna be seeing way more of this game in the next few months. And then we'll probably like learn a lot and it won't have John Direct on it. I want to know who the evil lady is going to be. That's my sole investment in this game. Well, she's there and she's evil, so you really don't need to know a lot else, right? But they're clearly like they're clearly being like, ooh, who could this person in the shiny cloak be? Ooh, 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 ooh. It's probably going to be something stupid, but whatever. unless it's Edelgard. That will be really funny. It's somehow Edelgard. She got sent through time or whatever. Then they look like Byleth. Yeah, that's... yeah. Did you hear wah wah wah? I don't think so. I didn't play a wah wah wah. Evil Lady and Engage sucked and I want a good one. Well, this one seems to is probably written by the Three Houses crew, so it'll probably be better. They could really just like put in the trailer like, not written by the Engaged writers, and everyone would be like, yeah! Anyway, it's somehow the 500 hours of Star Fox footage was really good for breeding conversation about completely different things. And then now that we don't have that, I don't know what to say anymore. And I'm just like, No, there were a lot of people on r/Fire Emblem who were just like venomous about how the Engaged story is good, actually. And I'm like, I don't know how to talk to you people. Like, if you don't see the problems with that, I don't know how we can have a conversation, really. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna head off now. I'll be around on Discord. And, I'll see you all again soon. I'd like to do, a roundup stream later this week. We'll see if that happens. So stay tuned for that on the Blue Sky and all that, you know. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. I love you all. Don't forget to tell your friends about Rosie. Follow me on these things down here, one of which is the Blue Sky. Rosie rolling out!